So, this is another interesting one of late. Leftists like to ask like they are the peaceful ones in the whole thing. Not all leftists. I mean, I'm talking about the far left, really. Because I know some people that are leftists that don't support this kind of behavior. But, just if you haven't seen this, just take a look.
And most people are not from that.
You fucking pictures out their hands off me, motherfucker. Touch me again. Touch me again.
I'll pop him in the motherfucking head.
Touch me again. I'll fuck you up. I'll grab you.
Fuck with me, boy. You get that sorry piece of shit out of here. Hey, Michael, stop. Get that piece of shit out of here. You got to bring your piece of shit out of here. Yeah, what is it? Why? Huh? I don't understand that. Here's a man that don't even like his own fucking people and running for governor. For what? He has 1 year to do if he even wins. He can't do shit. He wouldn't be able to get nothing done. So why is he running? Democrats control everything. He couldn't get nothing done.
Yeah. See if I can get this. It's hard. The images aren't too clear, but anyway, this woman's wearing a monkey mask. A lot of people would take that as she is, being a racist, despicable piece of crap. And she's throwing things. It was an egg, but this is not civilized behavior. So maybe we should take it differently. Maybe she's not being racist. Maybe she's just trying to let us all know from the very start that she is an animal. She's not a civilized human being. And the other guy is saying that, he's saying that Larry Elder can't do anything for them. Well, I mean, this is his first attempt to run for office. He's just that guy's just brainwashed that said that. He said Democrats should control everything. Oh no, man, no. And Democrats have what destroyed your state. You need Governor Larry Elder. If you have any sense, you guys will elect Larry Elder. I don't know. I mean, do you guys pay any attention to any things he's talking about? And are you paying any attention to all that's gone wrong with the state of California? These people are violent. This isn't how you should deal with someone running for office that you don't like. A good, sensible man, Larry Elder. But here they are throwing things. They hit that one guy. That one guy was just practically foaming at the mouth, saying, "You don't want to mess with me," blah, blah, blah. I mean, these people are becoming violent towards Larry Elder for no good reason. He's just running for office, for one. He hasn't actually done anything that you can be upset about. And one guy showing he's fixated on race too much. He's saying that Larry Elder is not good for their people. So Now here's the kind of thing they should watch.
I came home and I was crying. I told my mom I felt I had been ripped off.
Hold on a second.
I felt I could have been as good as these kids if I.
That didn't.
I was there. I came home and I was crying. I told my mom I felt I had been ripped off.
Sometimes things are
I felt I could have been as good as these kids if I had had the same level of education.
messed up on this stupid thing. Hold on a second. I'll get this up. All right, hold on. Got a little clip of Larry Elder talking about running for governor. He's wanting to run for governor. There's a lot more to it. Californians need to pay attention to this guy. This is a guy that can pull you out. This is the guy that can pull you out. This is who you need.
I was there. I came home and I was crying. I told my mom I felt I had been ripped off. I felt I could have been as good as these kids if I had had the same level of education, same level of demand. And she said, I'm sure you could have, and I'm sure you would have. But Larry, your father and I did not have the money to put you in a better school. My mom started crying. And she said, maybe someday, Larry, you can grow up and do something about it. Well, that someday is here. We have rising crime, ridiculous laws that allow a person to steal up to $950 a day without being a felon, without fearing going to jail. We have an attack on the police, causing the police to pull back. We have incredible homelessness here in California. It is estimated that maybe 1/4 of all the homeless population in America is here in California. And why not? We're not dealing with the underlying problem. We're throwing money after money after money, building homes and attracting other people who get free homes without dealing with the underlying problem. Some of these people are schizophrenic, who are a danger to themselves and others. They need to be literally tipped off the streets and held. Others need to be treated. And then when they are treated and become self-sufficient, where are they going to go? We have no cheap apartments, no low-cost housing, all because of these environmental regulations that discourage builders and developers from supplying more homes. And maybe, just maybe, I can do something about that. So I am hereby announcing that I am running for governor of California in this recall election to be held on September 14th. And if you want to help.
So that's who they're throwing eggs at. You know, he wants to fix the problems of California, and they are so mad that they're punching people and throwing eggs at Larry Elder. It's crazy. They don't see that these far leftists are just foaming at the mouth animals. And at least that one lady's wearing a mask. I'm going to take it as she's just trying to show us that she's an animal. That maybe she wasn't wearing a monkey mask to be a racist towards Larry Elder here. See who's in chat over here. We got Mr. Lee. Hello, Sandra, Brandy. Welcome, y'all. Talking about the name of this, not boxers all behave. A girl can dream. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So, liberals do this stuff. I mean, I shouldn't say liberals. Far leftists, maybe I should say. They do this stuff all the time. They just behave. They're just angry about stuff they shouldn't be angry about. They're working in their own best interest. They just become violent. I thought that their part of their point about the other side was that they were the peaceful, the far left was the peaceful ones. I don't understand. what is wrong with these people? Don't they see that they're being just absolutely psycho? That's who you need, California. He's a sensible guy. This Democrat supermajority in California, and you have that guy in the first video I showed with the monkey mask lady. You know, the guy thinks that California should have the Democrats should have total control. Really? That's insane. Mr. Lee says, off of their heads. No, I'm not all about cutting off heads. You know, life in jail for some people that have committed a crime that heinous. Yeah, Brandy says, many masks to choose from. It must have been purposely chosen. Yeah. And most people are calling her out as being racist, that she did it to be racist. Yeah, a nice dungeon, Mr. Lee. Without cable. You know, you're supposed to be punished and you're getting thrown in jail for many years for a reason, and they give you cable TV. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. You know, I think part of what pisses off the far leftists is they try to act like they're all that they're the non-racist, and that the right are all racist. They label everyone on the right as racist, and yet everyone on the right likes Larry Elder. I don't think I've heard anyone criticize him. You know, their problem with him is that he chose the wrong team. And people like him on the right, you know, destroy their lie that everyone on the right is a racist. How can we be racist if we, you know, are supportive of Larry Elder and many others? It destroys their narrative, their fiction that they're using to control the black community. And that's what it's about. That's what it's about. It's about controlling them and keeping them voting where they want them to vote. Stay in your place. That's what the Democrats want from you, black community. You don't take my word for it. Listen to some of the black conservatives. They'll tell you, not in the exact words, but they'll tell you, you know. Mr. Lee's prime minister. What? Dang, man. You know, running for public office sounds like hell. I mean, look what's happening to him. You know, his people got punched. He got hit with an egg. They called him horrible names. You know, it's a rough road. You know, hopefully, good people, the right people, choose to run for office because they want to do the right thing so much that they're willing to endure the trials that they will go through with all the hate that is thrown at them. You know, it's no wonder that so many corrupt people become elected officials. Like they're willing, people that are willing to do anything to achieve power, they'll go through it. I mean, it's the kind of pretty much two options you got: people that are thirst for power so much they're willing to go through all this nonsense to become an elected official, and then people that want to do the right thing so badly that they're willing to endure these trials. I'm not sure I would want to go through the election process to deal with all this bullshit. People viciously attacking you, throwing eggs at you. And there's been other cases where they've thrown things at people running for office or in already in office, but making a speech or something. They'll throw things at you, without real good reason. There's a time for war, but in this case, no. He's just running for governor and wants to fix the problems of the state of California. And the far left has shown us what they think about that. Because he's on the wrong team, they decided to be racist and become violent towards him. I see Nikki's in the chat. Welcome. Mr. Lee says egg attack. Yeah, happens here too. For those that don't know, Mr. Lee is over in the UK. Yeah. So this is crazy. The people on the left, look, I know people that are leftists that aren't this crazy. You guys need to do something about these crazy far leftists they're foaming at the mouth, going crazy. Your triggery puff sitting in a theater seat, just freaking out and acting like a baby, and the monkey mask lady, and all these people that are just acting like psychopaths. Danny Stanton in the chat says no one can fix California. Probably true. Hopefully it's not. We'll see if Larry Elder succeeds at some point. If there's enough people left there to vote. But see, as we saw in 2020, your vote doesn't matter anymore, does it? Anyone that thinks that there wasn't cheating, you weren't paying attention. It was just obvious and in your face. And I have no doubt that with a Democrat supermajority in California, that they have full control of the outcome of every election there. So if they do, then Larry Elder cannot succeed. And you're right that California can't be changed. Can't be changed if you can't get a fair election. And I seriously doubt you can get one in California. Mr. Lee says they are saying we need the jab to go to the pub now. Yeah. What do you think they'll do if you guys just start just not going to the pub, and you just invite people to you? Maybe you got a big basement in your house, and you just invite a bunch of people to come down there and kind of operate a unofficial pub. They'll probably come down there and say, "Where's your business license?" Blah blah blah. That's another thing that's wrong. I mean, you got cops harassing kids in some places for a lemonade stand because they set up all these rules to stop the entire idea of small business, even down to a kid with a lemonade stand. Liberty's being destroyed everywhere. And what do you think that said to that kid? What do you think it said to those kids that get harassed by police for lemonade stands? It's insane. So yeah, they probably show up. And unfortunately in the UK, like if I did that here and law enforcement showed up, tried to raid my home, there would probably be an exchange of fire. They're violating my liberty. That's my property, not the government's. The government has no business telling me what I can do on my property. Trying to control business. See, they try to control it. They act like they're trying to do things to improve things, but they're trying to control every aspect of your life. They come up with this excuse. It sounds good to some people who haven't thought things through, but no, a person should be able to just throw up a sign and go into business doing whatever they want, right down to whoring. You know, it's nobody's business. Danny says, California, the land of the dimtards and the petty. Yeah, I'm not even sure I could say that word on here. YouTube probably going to come down on me at some point for some of this stuff that I say, because they support the 1940s Germany policies of censorship. And if you speak out against the official narrative, they support the propaganda, and they will find some excuse to take down anyone who is refuting the propaganda. Mr. Lee says most British people do what they are told, stiff upper lip and such. Yeah, it's time for everybody to stop doing what you're told. Peaceful resistance, non-compliance, as much as you can. I have no illusions, though, that it's possible to succeed through peaceful resistance. They are trying to push us into violence, and that'll give them an excuse to come back at us with violence. That's their plan. And I'm sure somebody's linked up a satellite and watching me talk now. We know damn good and well what you're trying to do. You criminal, domestic terrorist, government pieces of shit. We know damn well what you're trying to do. You're trying to push us. You're trying to bring us to our knees. You're trying to put us in a situation of such desperation that we have no choice but to fight. And then you'll say, oh, well, we had no choice. These people, these insurrectionists, like that staged insurrection at the Capitol, perhaps? Because we know it was staged. We know it was fake. That dude with the freaking horns on his head, come on, that guy was a plant. Give me a break. Does that look like your typical Republican? I'm not taking sides with the Republicans necessarily either. It's just that right now it seems like they're the ones that are standing for my liberty. You know, all these governors rejecting Biden's declaration yesterday of medical tyranny. Many governors have stated we're not going to allow this. So that gives us some hope. Maybe it's all part of the act. I don't know. But it gives us some hope that maybe our governors are going to stand up for our liberty and our right not to be injected with whatever the hell that is they're trying to stick in our veins. So these briefs are meant to be short for people that don't want to sit through 3 to 5 hours of live stream. I thought about doing them as a pre-recorded thing, but it's easy enough just to do it as a live and let some people come in for 15 to 20 minutes or so if they want to. And so everything's just unedited, uncut. Just it comes out as it comes out, and shorter videos for those people who don't want to sit through long ones. Mr. Lee's asking random later. Yeah. I was going to do one last night after Moog's show, but I was tired, so I took it down. So probably what's tonight? Friday? Yeah, probably will. Probably will. I do want to talk about the new Matrix movie a little bit, and and other stuff, whatever you guys want to talk about, random lives, as well as whatever's on the thumbnails, yeah, a lot of governors bail out. The people of the states really need to, how do I put it, get more involved. Yeah, to a lot of people. I mean, when I talk about, nations should be small, it's so that the people have a better ability to be heard by their leader. So in our system, our leader is a governor. In the nation of Oklahoma, we have a governor, but it's still big enough that a lot of people feel like they can't ever be heard. And it makes me wonder if even a nation the size of Oklahoma is too big to be effectively, governed as a sovereign nation. It's something I give a lot of thought to in the past, especially with the micronational project of the Eternus Empire stuff. Should the sizes of nations be set to ensure that the people are heard by their leader? Won't necessarily be a governor, but when your government is too big, and then you have the larger polity that is really meant to serve all of the nations that are member states of that polity. The United States and the European Union and the UN have all showed that they're not acceptable for that role. And I feel that there needs to be another option. And so, to what degree do you set that, just as an intellectual exercise, is it the amount of land, the number of people, the resources of that land? Would you set, would you say, okay, this nation needs to be a certain size because it's mostly desert, but another nation is rich in forest, and so it can be smaller, so it can adequately serve a certain number of people? It's quite a task to figure that all out. But right now, nations vary in size so drastically that, if Iran declares war on Kiribati, which none of you probably heard of, well, Kiribati is freaking doomed. Their nation's got an interesting situation. Maybe I'll talk about in some video sometime. They need some help. Mr. Lee says, yes, man. See you then. Gotta go. Thanks, man. Mr. Lee, I'll try. I haven't slept much today. It's my bad week. Hey, Annette. I'm getting ready to check out, but thanks for dropping by. So, yeah, if there's any Californians out there listening, this is your chance. If y'all elect Larry Elder, you got a chance. But if you don't, I think California should be ejected from the union. I don't know if that's a possibility, that the other states can say, look, California is draining so much from the other states that we need to just get rid of them. They think they're so great, that 8th largest economy on the planet by themselves, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's see how they stand without the support of the federal government. They won't stand at all. Goodbye, California. You too, Annette. So thank you all for coming. See you on the next one.